Good morning, boys and girls. We're having another day of snow. So you'll be learning from home today. If you have your packet, keep working. If you're a group one, you should have your packet from there. If you're group two and you were able to pick up your packet yesterday, keep working on that. If you're group two and you didn't get your packet, but you still have your other packet and you have pages to finish up, make sure you finish those up. But I'm going to kind of give a little overview on what we're doing in math, because when we come back next week and we'll all be coming back together, we will get right into it. So group two, this will be your intro, which group one got on Monday and Tuesday. So we'll keep working with it. But first, I want to talk a little bit about reading. Now, a lot of kindergartners say, oh, Miss Munson, I can't read. I don't know how to do that. I can't read. Everyone can read. They read at different levels. They read at different speeds, but everyone can read. If you can take act, and put that together, that's part of reading. If you can listen to a story and tell me what happened in it, that's part of reading. So everyone can read. We just do it differently. But I want to talk to you about what to do when you're trying to read. So I have here, it's a book called Playing in the Garden, and it's one of a book series that I like to use for our guided readings, and it has cute little Rosie in here. She's so cute. But when you read and you're looking at the words, when we first start reading, we use our finger to point to the word that we're reading so that our eyes go on that word. So if I point down here, do you know what word I'm reading? No. If I point here, no. So when you're reading, you want to point right under the word that you're reading, and then you hop to each word as you read it. So if I said playtime in the garden with Rosie, that doesn't match because garden is only one word, and in the garden with Rosie is 3 words. So you have to actually look at the words you're reading, because the more you look, the closer you look, the better reader you'll be. So playtime in the garden. That's all the words that are there. So that's all I have to read. So now, also when you read, there's some strategies, and I have a special friend here that's going to help us read. This is Chip. She is my bearded dragon. She loves reading. She also likes looking out the window, which is probably where she's going to go. But she likes reading, and she was scratching at my cage this morning, and it's hard to take a video when you hear scratching in the background. So you say hi, Chip? Good. All right. So we'll stick her up here. She'll probably go to the window or hop on the floor and chase the dog. She does that. All right. So we open up to our title page, which tells us the title again. Playtime in the Garden by Michelle Dufresne, I think is how you say her name. So here we have this cute little doggy again. All right, so here we have a page with words, and we have our picture here. So we know this is a sight word. Let me stick her back there so she doesn't fall. These are sight words. This is a color word, and this is a word I may not know. So we're going to talk about what to do when you get to a word you may not know. So we are going to point under each word. I can see pink, pink. Oh, I see pink in here. Pink. I can see pink. I don't know what that last word is. So I'm going to use my picture here. Remember, use your eagle eyes to look at the picture. What in here is pink that starts with dog? No, and she's not pink. What are these things? Flowers. So I may not be able to sound out this word, but I can use my picture clues to help me. I also use lips the fish when you look at the first letter and you make that sound. So let's read it again. I can see pink flowers. All right, let's see what our next page says with little Miss Rosie. Aww, she's out in the garden again. All right, so now if I go to read and I point like this, can I see what word I'm reading? No. If I'm pointing down here, can I tell what word I'm reading? When you read, this thing goes right under the word. I can see. Now, I don't remember what word this is, but it starts with y, y, y. Oh, we have y, yellow. So let's see, yellow. W. That makes sense. I can see yellow. Oh, this is the same word from before. Flowers. Now, if you have to sound out a word when you're reading, it's a really good idea to go back and read the whole sentence so that it gets trapped in your brain. I can see yellow flowers. Now it's trapped in my brain, and I'll remember that. Ooh, here she's smelling some cute little flowers, some wildflowers out there. So let's see. I can see. Now, every page talked about the color, right? So what color in here starts with P? We already used pink. Purple. I can see purple flowers. Uh-oh, I think we're about to get a special guest that just woke up. Flowers. Good morning, sunshine. All right, we're going to read this one. We have another word here with our flowers. There's little Rosie. I can see red. Excuse me. Red flowers. All right, we're going to get good. We're getting a rhythm. I can see white flowers. See the w. I'm looking at my picture clue. Oh, wait a minute. This one only has 4 words. I can see. Oh, there's that big word. Flowers. I can see flowers. So now, maybe you couldn't read all those words, but do you remember some of the color flowers she saw? Maybe you do. That's part of reading too. That's called reading comprehension. What you remember from what you heard or what you read. So when you're reading, and I have another book here about the Arctic, you want to make sure you point under the words, Who Lives in the Arctic? By Susan Canizares and Pamela Chenko. So when you're reading, you want to look at the words. And sometimes the words you can't figure out isn't always at the end. A lot of times in our younger kid books, they are. Because you figure out the beginning and then you figure out the last one. Sometimes it's not. So we have Who Lives in the Arctic? And this is just the title, but it's written in the words like in the book. Who lives in the Arctic? All right, so now we have in the Arctic, just like on our title, but now we have this word. I don't know what this word is, but I'm going to look at the first letter. Do you know what that letter is, Charlie? Good. So I'm going to look at my picture here. What animal is this? Do you know what animal that is?
Seal.
It's a seal. Guess what this word is, Charlie?
Seal.
Seals live in the Arctic. So let's read it again. Seals live in the Arctic. See how I point to each word?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wah, wah. Charlie, what's in this picture that would start with a wah?
Whale.
Whale. Good. Whales do too. Wow.
Next bud.
You're an expert.
Yeah.
Not quite, but you'll get there. Oh, all right. So we have this animal here, and it starts with a
Oh, look at the baby deal.
But we're looking at this picture. Do you know what that is? Starts with a
A deal.
Well, it could be deer, but we have to find a word that starts with So it's not deer because that doesn't match our word. Could it be a moose?
Moose.
Moose live in the Arctic. Oh, now this does look like a deer, doesn't it, Charlie? But it starts with "r." What kind of deer do we know that starts with "r"?
Baby deal.
No, that starts with "b."
No, baby deal.
What kind of deer do Santa have?
White deal.
Reindeer.
Yeah.
Reindeer do too. Where's a reindeer? Ooh, what's this thing?
Bear.
A bear, but they have a special word here that tells me what kind of bear it is. G.
No bear.
Grizz.
No bear.
Grizzly. Grizzly bears live in the Arctic. Oh, we have another kind of bear. What kind of bear is this? What kind of bears are white that live in the Arctic? Starts with a p.
Polar bear.
Polar bears
Look.
do too.
Look at the baby one.
I know, he's so cute, following his mommy bear. Oh, here we have another one. Oh, this one starts with. You know what this animal is?
A snow wolf.
Snow wolf. Well, that sounds kind of the same. Foxes live in the Arctic. Each word says the same thing. They just changed this first word. Foxes live in the Arctic. What's that?
A snow bunny.
A snow bunny, but we're going to call it a hare because that's what we call bunnies with big ears like this. Hares do too. Now, this is going to be a tough one because I've never heard of this kind of animal. So we have to sound out this word. So this is musk. Chippy's on the loose. Musk. So this is musk oxen live in the Arctic.
Oh, there's a
Ooh, what's this thing, Charlie? You know what that is?
snow wolf.
Oh, yes, but they only have one word here. It starts with wah. So it's not going to say snow wolf. What's it going to say?
A wolf.
Yes, wolves live in the Arctic. Oh, they put the same words there. They do that to try to trick you to make sure you're looking at the words. People do too. So now we've just read 2 books. Good job. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is our 3-dimensional shapes that we've been learning about. So we started with sphere. You want to look at a book? We're not going to read another one right now. But if you want to look at one, you can. So yesterday in group 1, we talked about a shape, a 3-dimensional shape that has a curved surface. So surface means the outside area of it. So a curve, watch out, buddy. A curved surface. So it's curved on all of the outside. So I borrowed Charlie's curved surface. This is his little exercise ball that he likes to play on. So the outside of it is curved. It goes around like this. So this we call a sphere. A sphere. So it's curved on all sides. I keep using that word. Don't forget that word, curved. It has a curved side. We also talked about some shapes that stack. So if you can take your shapes and set them on top of each other, they can stack. So for instance, this morning, I have some lip balm that I use, and these are cylinders. They have a circle on the top, a circle on the bottom, and then the sides here are curved or round. So they are the same shape. They look different, but they both have circles on the top and bottom, and then they're curved. So I can take these and I can stack them on top of each other. They don't go anywhere. They have a curved side so they can roll. So I don't know, I'll have to slide this way down so I can take it here and it will roll across the bottom of my computer. I don't know how well this one will. Oh, there it goes. So they can roll. So stack, roll, and then the last one is slide. So if you can set it on a flat surface and push it without it rolling, it can slide. So these are cylinders. I also have something that I use for Chippy. It is her calcium powder I have to put on her food to make sure she gets enough calcium. And it is also a cylinder. It has a circle top, a circle bottom, and these flat parts we call faces. I don't know why. That's just what they call it. So it has a flat face that is a circle, and it has a curved edge so that it can roll. So this one can also roll down my arm. A neat rounded surface. So we have sphere, we have cylinder, we also have cubes, which I couldn't find anything that was a true cube at my house, but I did have Charlie's blocks, which are similar to a cube. They have square sides, usually. Like I said, I couldn't find anything. I have dice here somewhere, but I can't find any of them. So a cube has 4 sides. So if I put this,
Mommy?
hold on, mommy's talking. It has flat sides. Now, a normal cube would have a flat top as well, but these are blocks. Now, if I stack a couple of these on top of each other, they're no longer a cube. This is a rectangle, and it's kind of like in the shape of a box, which we call a prism when we talk about shapes like this. So this is a rectangular prism. The container that I have them in for Charlie to play with is also a rectangular prism. It's a box with a rectangle. Now the ends are sometimes squared, and it even says blocks on there, but it has a top, a bottom, and then it can have how deep it is. That's depth. Ugh. We also talked about pyramids, which I do not have one at home. And then we talked about cones, which you can make at home. And I have my paper here. So a cone has a circle face at the bottom, and it comes up to a point. So if you have a piece of paper, okay, and you just take one side and you roll it. If I can get this. I'm going to roll it so that one side is smaller, one side is bigger. So we have our circle here, and usually it would come to a point back here, but I can't quite get my paper, but it extends out like this. Now, this one has a flat face, a circle face, and then it also has a curved edge. So this one can slide and it can roll, but we can't stack this shape because if I set it here and then I go to put something on top, because this comes to a point, it'll fall off. So this one can't stack. I know it's sad. Another one that we'll be talking about is a pyramid, which I tried to find a special kind of chocolate that they have out that comes in a pyramid box, but I couldn't find it at the store last night. I know, it's super sad. Hold on, buddy. I'm doing a video. You'll have to wait, buddy. So be looking around your house for things that are these shapes. Charlie, for Valentine's Day, got this little candy machine. You notice he's already eaten all of it. But this part of the candy is a cylinder. So look around your house. Can you find other things that are cylinders? I got this candle for my birthday. It's a cylinder. It has a circle, and it's rounded. My coffee cup, because you know I have to have coffee, is a cylinder. Circle, circle, rounded edge. Cylinder, I feel like is one of the most common ones you'll be able to find. You will also be able to find like rectangular prisms. They're pretty common. So look around your house and see what kind of shapes you can find. If the snow slows down a little bit, go outside and see if you can make me a sphere man. Got it. See if you can make some 3D shapes. Can you make a square, a cube? You don't know. Don't go out right now. I know at least at my house, it's really putting down snow and it's really, really cold. But maybe once it slows down a little bit, you can go out and make me a sphere man. All right, guys, I will see you later. Hopefully I'll be able to see everybody next week because we're coming back. I'm excited. Make sure you have your masks when you come back, and we'll be reviewing all those things to help keep us safe and healthy. I look forward to seeing you. Bye.